a telescope. You see where you're gonna be.
Spoken sounds of soul.
Growing, getting
Sounds
better.
of soul.
You're not the person they see. Can't be mad at the things you've been through, cause they built your muscle. Now you're stronger than you've ever been. They can't stop.
Spoken sounds of soul.
Alright guys, welcome back to Spoken Sounds of Soul. We are now in entertainment, talking about all the things that entertain, here with Jenario and Taj. So what's the tea, y'all? What's going on?
Yo, so J-Lo is back in the news.
Why?
I mean, she's fabulous, of course, but she's single again. J-Lo, we always be like, she can't keep a man. I really thought that her and Alex was going to be together.
Right, because she is bad.
Is that why Jermaine keeps posting pictures of her?
Yeah, they need to just go ahead back together.
Jermaine?
They used to date? Yeah.
They used to date?
They had something going on.
I thought her and, wait a minute. Not who?
He done been with, what Michael Jackson's sister name?
Oh, Janet Jackson?
Oh, yeah.
No, what about, what's the guy named Puffy? I thought he was with J-Lo.
Yeah, he's today. Yeah, J-Lo used to be.
JD, not JD, Puff Daddy.
Yeah, she's today Puff Daddy.
Yeah, they was in a, I thought they was going to get married.
Yeah, no.
I think
that might happen.
we think that everything J-Lo did what we think,
it's going to just wait.
But Jermaine been posting pictures of her lately.
Well,
Anyway, I ain't trying to gossip. But
we'll see, but J-Lo is...
Maybe they're friends.
They might be he's friends with Mariah. They've been friends for years, so
that's true.
Yeah.
So maybe they've been able to do some work together.
Yeah, that could also be true.
It's crazy that you say that, being that you say that she getting a divorce.
Not divorced, but they were
separated.
They were engaged,
Okay.
But they cut it off.
Oh, I thought she had got married. No, they weren't married.
No, they were about to.
Oh,
everybody was.
But she is so okay. Let's get a girl props. She's 51 years old and look every bit of.
She looks fabulous.
And ain't no young girl got. So whoever she get with, if she get with. But J-Lee be like me, okay, be celibate for a little while and then, find the right man. Well, anyway, do you, girl. You 51 years old and fat.
And got money, girl.
And got money. Yeah.
Yes,
Fuck. I mean, be with who you want to be with. Leave.
So, other than J-Lo being in the news, Demi Lovato, she came up with her documentary, Dancing with the Devil, where she just put her life out there and was like, I was addicted to drugs, while, my career was on the heights, and now I just want you guys to really know that this is my truth. I think that, yes, I commend her on really just putting out for someone that put my life out there, I was like, that took a lot.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
And
I love Demi Lovato.
Yeah, I don't know, but I can relate to that. So kudos to her, because for me to put, even though I'm not on her status level, I am on a level, but that's my own level that God put me on. Right. So, and no man can take that from me, period. Yeah. But I thank God for giving me the courage to stand up. But I had to commend myself, because for me to step out and just share that story and to be judged, because people are human. They're going to judge you because of things you said, things that you did. And I get just really deep with everything. And when I knew that in 99, I knew that I was going to put this book together. At first, I wasn't sure, because I used to write poetry, and I was like, okay, I'm going to put a poetry book together. I was like, no, I'm not going to put a poetry book together, because I just don't want to do poetry. These poems have meaning. So then that's when I came up with the concept to put the poetry and then the actual experience. And then I came up with a poetic testimony, because it's poetry, and each poem was an actual testimony. So, and then close it out with a word of wisdom. Right. So that's the concept in which God gave me to create this book. Right. And then, I Am a Masterpiece came along, which was inspired with Jermaine Dupri and the Clock Sisters, who inspired that song, I Am a Masterpiece, because I'm still a process in the making, but for Demi to put that out there. She was on drugs. She was in the media. A lot of people that are in entertainment, they do drugs.
Yeah.
But for you to get down and dirty and just to share your
a lot of
secrets,
them-
they
don't
hide.
Yeah,
They
they
hide behind their
That's
stuff.
what happened to DMX. You know, he had a lot of demons. You know, and it's unfortunate that no one was able to help to save him. You know, from those demons. You know,
Right, and I just wish
Lord
that
knows
I
I
could have
would.
had the opportunity, because we don't know actually what happened, because I heard it was COVID. You know, some people said it was because he took the COVID shot. It wasn't actually drugs. But I'm just grateful for me, because I know that was a demon for anybody that overcame drugs. I give you the utmost respect and never go back. Because that was the toughest, hardest demon. I've had friends that died because they went back. They were clean. And just like DMX, if he did allegedly go back and use drugs and die from an OD, then that's the same way my friend passed away, because she went back out there. And it was just an inspiration to me. Even though I wasn't getting high at the time, it was just like, okay, I know I can't, because that could be me. My next time, because she probably thought, hey, because she was doing very well.
How old was she?
She, how old was she? She was in her 40s.
Okay, so because you know, the older you get, you know, your organs, I mean, you think about 40 years of living and drinking and using drugs and all that, you tear your insides down anyway. So if she started back, you know.
So anyway, I'm saying all that not to say about anything or anything. I personally know from my experience that it is a demon that anybody just can't get over. And if presented, that's why you have to stay prayed up. You have to stay strong. You have to, and don't look down on a person that may have done it. Because see, that was the biggest thing that held me back. Because I was ashamed of it. Me. I was ashamed that I did drugs. But I'm proud of me, because that's a demon that I conquered, that I overcame. And nobody can tell me nothing. So when you see a person that's free from drugs, I ain't gonna say I'm recovering, because I'm free. Fuck that. I ain't recovering from shit. Covering means you still healing. I am free, and that's something I never want to go back to. Period. And that's the mentality that we need to have. That's the mentality if allegedly DMX died from a drug overdose. That's the mentality he should have had. This ain't so no matter what.
A massive heart attack.
With the drug use. And that was with the same thing with my friend. You know, whatever complications was because of drug use.
And the one thing I do want to commend DMX and Demi Lovato for is that they stand in their truth.
He didn't deny.
He never denied it. He always, gave back to the community. Always went to talk to people and you know, less unfortunate situations and say, hey, I was exactly where you were. I'm still fighting through this.
And one thing, he acknowledged God.
He acknowledged God. He praised. Absolutely.
When I used to get high, I used to talk about God. It'd be like, nobody paid attention to me. Nobody wanted to listen to me. And these poems and things, I used to get high and recite poetry that God gave me. And like if I went through a traumatic experience or an experience, that's when I would go. I wouldn't write while I was high. I couldn't, but I had the gift of remembering the poetry that God gave me, because it was within my spirit. And I would tell my friends, this is when it was like, they'd be looking at me like crazy, like, girl, please, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit you talking about. But it was from my heart. It was the truth. And so until I was able to clean myself up, that's when people really started hearing me. And I know that that's what I had to do. But I know that that's a path that, God's willing, I will never, let's say never, but without a shadow of a doubt, I know that I would never walk that path.
And like how you talk about recovery and not, like Demi, she said that she's not in recovery. She said she's past that. And she said that her latest, her last two albums, she said that she put her all in that, and that was her giving herself strength to get past it all. So
she wrote a book.
She did
a documentary.
Oh, a documentary. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Demi's been in the business for a long time. Like I was
started on
mentioning,
Disney
I was
Channel.
gonna say she started on Disney Channel, and then she evolved into her own lane of music. And honestly, a lot of Disney stars, they have traumatic experiences. A lot of kid stars, not even just Disney,
because they're
kid
forced
stars
to be in a limelight. So drugs is like an outlet.
Those parties
for
we
people.
having like buffet of drugs. Like I've been to an industry party before, and it was like drugs is laid out for everybody. I'm like, woo.
And it's free. But how I got into drugs was modeling. I was told that it would help me to lose weight. So I was eager to try it.
Right.
Once that was presented to me in that format. Being that I had gained weight and I was told that I couldn't model until I lost the weight. So this was a get quick, lose weight type deal. So it started with cocaine.
That wasn't nothing but the devil.
And it was nothing. The devil came in the form of a human.
He
would know I wanted to lose weight. So he used a fleshly human to tell me to lure me in, because I knew it was wrong. I told myself I would never do drugs.
Right.
Like they say never. My cousin was on drugs and he did drugs, so I knew that I didn't want to end up like him. Out there, I was so hurt and crushed. So when it was presented to me, even though I knew it was wrong, my thing was,
you didn't think you was going to get addicted to it.
Right. You know what? Girl, I lost 10 pounds in 1 week. I was like, for real? After trying to diet and waiting. Because I ain't like to sweat. I was too cute to do that shit. I mean, for real. I didn't want to sweat. I went to the gym, but them motherfuckers told me to step on them steps and shit like that. All out of breath and all that shit, bitch. Give me my album pump. That's what you do. Shit. So, anyway, God forgive me. Cut that, because I said some stuff. I ain't said, I ain't mean.
Go on, though.
Yeah.
Keep it moving. Get your suitcase. Get your suitcase.
Okay. Cut that. I said the B word. I called them.
Get your suitcase.
I don't talk like that.
Your suitcase, though. Grab the suitcase.
I'm done.
Oh, you're done?
Okay, back to the entertainment.
Right.
Entertainment, I guess. So I really wanted to bring it up because that's a good thing that people are still looking down at her and saying that she was just doing it for attention, but no, she, like she said, she really just wanted to put that out there because that was a chapter that's closed and she just wanted to help somebody.
Right.
Yeah. And that's why I did mine, to help somebody.
Yeah.
And let somebody know that, hey, if I walk down this road and you're facing these choices, because each chapter is a choice that I made. And there was consequences that I was dealt because of my choices. Okay? Whether it be life, death, heaven, hell, freedom, or jail. Those choices were in my life. And I could not be here today. So I shared these stories in order to empower someone to make a difference in their life.
Yeah.
So,
Hey.
So I get it, Demi. Kudos to you.
Kudos to you, Demi.
Well, thank you guys so much for giving us the tea for this entertainment segment today. We are going to turn it over to myself for the community segment. And then we're going to wrap it up with a little words of wisdom for y'all. We'll be right back.